Hello everyone. Our lesson for today is about converting between fractions, decimals, and percentages. To start with, let us first review what we have learned about fractions. So when we say fraction, it represents a part of a whole. Now we have here 4 diagrams, and let's try to identify what these following diagrams represents in a fraction. The first figure has 5 parts, or it is divided into 5 parts. The equal number of parts will be the denominator, and the number of parts that are shaded will be its numerator. So this fraction represents 4/5. The second figure shows 10 equal parts, so that will be its denominator. And the colored part is 7, so that will be the numerator. This diagram shows us 7/10. The third figure is divided into 100 parts. So the denominator is 100 and the colored part is 30. This is 30 hundredths. The last diagram is also divided into 100 parts. So the denominator is still 100, but the shaded part is 45. So this is 45 hundredths. Now let's discuss about percentages. Percentage is a way of expressing a part of a whole as a fraction of 100. They are useful for comparing quantities. So for example, you have here our diagram. If we color 10 parts of this, we call this as 10%. If we color also 20 parts of it, this will be called as 20%. In fraction, the 10% is 10 hundredths, the 20% is 20 hundredths. Now, when we change fraction or when we convert fraction to percentage, we have to find equivalent where the denominator is 100. For example, 4/5. So usually in our lesson, we multiply 5 by 20 and also numerator 4 by 20 so that we will get the denominator, which is 100. When you multiply 4 by 20, you will get 80. That means the equivalent fraction of 4/5 having 100 as the denominator is 80 hundredths. So 80 hundredths means 80 out of 100, that is equal to 80%. Always remember that if we are converting fraction to percentage, make sure that your denominator is 100, whereas your numerator is the percentage. Now let's try to answer the following diagrams here. We have to change the fraction into percentage. The first fraction is 45 hundredths. Since the denominator here is already 100, we can say that this is 45% because numerator is always your percentage. The next fraction is 3/10. Since the denominator is not 100, we have to make the denominator into 100. So what number can we multiply by 10 that will give us 100? That's 10. So 10 times 10 is equal to 100. Now we have to multiply 3 by 10 since we already multiplied our denominator by 10. Whatever we do in our denominator, you should also do that in your numerator. So if you multiply your denominator by 10, you also need to multiply your numerator by 10. So 3 times 10 is 30. This will give us 30%. The next fraction is 2/5. So your denominator here is 5. So we need to multiply 5 to a number that will give us 100 as its denominator. So we multiply this by 20 because 5 times 20 is 100. That's what we are looking for as our denominator. So times 20 also for your 2. That will give you 40. And that is equal to 40%. This time, when we change percentage to decimal, we have to divide it by 100. So, 88% divided by 100 will give us 0.88. While your 70% divided by 100 will give us 0.7. But on the other hand, you have here is 7%, which is very different from 70. 7% divided by 100 is equal to 0.07. As I have explained to you in our class, you make sure that you will not get confused between 70 and 7. Now let's try to review about fractions or conversion of fractions to decimals. So when we say a conversion of fractions to decimals, we have to remember that your numerator will be your dividend and your denominator is your divisor. So we have here an example which is 3/8. So since your 3 is your numerator, that will be your dividend. And 8 is your denominator, that means it will be your divisor. So 3 divided by 8 will give us 0.375. That means the fraction 3/8 is equal to 0.375 in decimal. Always make sure that when you are converting fractions to decimals, you are dividing your numerator by the denominator. So for your activity, I want you to complete this table and make sure you do this in your math notebook. Also, take a picture and then upload in an album in our group online. Thank you and have a good day.